People are too smart for their own good, and as a result, they're overly critical to themselves.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Why do you keep coming back and sponsoring? What value are you getting out of doing that? Because I know you're a nice guy, but you're also a businessman.
Yeah.
So there's obviously some business qualities here.
No, yeah, exactly. You can't do nothing for free if you're good at it, if you're a business owner,
Yeah.
right? So back when I opened my business 2 years ago, my first task was, I have a very relationship-focused business. I got to start building relationships. So I was hopping around to a couple different networking groups and a couple different associations. And someone had recommended, oh, you should come over to the Level Up event. I'm like, okay, that sounds okay, cool. I'll check it out, whatever you guys want to call it. And I came there and I noticed that there was a vibe here that just wasn't quite like the other vibes of the different networking events. First off, Dave and Spike were extremely welcoming for me being a newcomer. And I said, okay, this is really nice. And some of these network events, they could be kind of dry, in my opinion, and some of them could also be kind of sloppy, And I found like that there was a really nice balance of people that were serious about business, but then also could let their hair down a little bit, that weren't aggressively pushing their products and programs, but can also say, hey, come with me to this thing. Hey, let's get lunch together. Hey, let's work on this project here. And to me, I'm like, wow, this is how business is supposed to be like. It's a place where people can relax a little bit and still introduce what they're doing and find opportunities for that co-branding. So I thought, like, I love what is happening with this event. I want this to keep going. I would like to be, a major part of it, and that's why I keep coming back. And your venues are amazing too. So it goes without saying, I like to, just give back to this group and this community, and just let everyone know that, like, yeah, if you come over here, you're in good hands.
But I have to ask, what gave you the gall, the audacity to think that you could start your own business?
Yeah.
What did it take?
It's funny you mentioned that, because that's the exact line that I basically, I consulted with a lot of people. I wanted to start a business with my family, and 2 years later, we are actually the highest rated flooring company in downtown Chicago. Which is crazy to say. Like, we always say that we're amazing, but now we have proof and like evidence to show we have a perfect 5-star rating. But before we started, I talked to my father about this, who was also an entrepreneur himself, and he said, he had a lot of business, a printing business, a cable business. He had his own bar. And I said, what should we be thinking about going into this? And he said, it's not about being the best person that knows the most. It's about person that has the fucking balls to go do it.
Wow.
So if you really just have the balls to step up and say, no, this is me, this is who I am, and I deserve it. The moment you declare yourself a business owner, you're a business owner. Now the rest of the game is time and dedication and effort.